JamieLynn Sigler is sharing more details about the onset of her multiple sclerosis symptoms. During the Tuesday, May 7th, episode of her and Christina Applegate's Messy podcast, Sigler, 42, opened up about a health scare she experienced at age 19, about 1 year before she was diagnosed with MS. She recalled, "I all of a sudden felt like I had to pee so bad, like a bladder spasm, which I'd never experienced before. And then I would go to the bathroom and I couldn't pee." Sigler initially thought she might have a UTI, but new symptoms appeared a few days later. She said, "I started getting that feeling right before pins and needles, like that heaviness numb. It started in my feet and then every day it was rising. It was in my ankles, in my calves, in my knees, in my thighs. By the time it got to my hips, I remember I was on a plane back to New York and I called my dad and I said, 'You need to pick me up from the airport, something's wrong. I need you to take me to the hospital.'" Sigler then endured a lengthy hospital stay without a clear diagnosis. She recovered from the mysterious symptoms after being put on an incredible amount of steroids, but the numbness returned about a year and a half later. Sigler insisted on returning to the hospital and was diagnosed with MS soon after. She explained, "Immediately, they're like, 'We need to do another spinal tap and MRI.' And the next morning, I woke up with a neurologist in my room telling me I had MS." Sigler didn't share her diagnosis publicly until 2016 when she was 34. Despite being largely asymptomatic during the early years of her battle with MS, she was able to avoid coming to terms with the illness. Sigler admitted, "I was a terrible patient, I did not take my medication. I just wasn't taking care of myself and I was sort of rebelling against the whole thing. And then I went through a very nasty divorce with ex-husband A.J. Descala, and in that moment was when my health just went on a big downward spiral." Sigler, who split from Descala in 2006 after 3 years of marriage, went on to marry husband Cutter Dykstra in 2016. The pair share sons Bo, 10, and Jack, 6. Despite the challenges of raising children while battling MS, Sigler added that the bond she has with her boys is unaffected. She said, "I think that when I put my kids to bed and I see the connection that we have and I know that that's completely unaffected no matter what I physically can or can't do.